SpaceX is about to go public at $2 trillion valuation. Whether you like it or not, almost every single American will be forced to invest in SpaceX. But what if I told you that right after the IPO, the SpaceX stock is going to crash? It might not happen instantly on the same day, but it's going to happen soon right after that. And everybody who will invest in SpaceX when the company goes public most likely is going to lose money. I'm not saying that it's a horrible stock. I'm not saying that it's going to be a complete failure. But if you want to profit from SpaceX IPO, you have to wait and you should completely ignore the IPO because Wall Street is creating a perfect trap for every single investor. And if you don't avoid this trap, you will end up losing to Wall Street. But if you actually play it smart, you will end up making money. Now, SpaceX is targeting $1.7 to $2 trillion valuation. The biggest question right now is that should you be buying this stock? If you're an investor in ETFs or index funds, or if you own a 401k, you are going to buy SpaceX whether you like it or not. Because your favorite ETF is most likely going to invest in it, even though it's a bad investment, even though that the ETF is going to lose money on investing in SpaceX. I'm not saying anything against SpaceX. SpaceX is one of the most innovative companies probably in history. They've built these rockets, they have a complete monopoly on Starlink, they have complete monopoly on sending rockets to space, and now they have integrated Grok AI into themselves, which means that now it's an AI-driven company that is going to build data centers in space, and sometime in the future, this company has the potential to colonize the entire Mars and Earth, and probably Elon Musk is going to be the king that will rule over the world. That might happen, and SpaceX will be the most profitable company in the world. But the question is that, is it a good investment right now? Because if it's a bad investment, in the short run, the stock could collapse. So you might be buying the stock at $100, and then a few months later, the stock is going to go to $50, and then you lost 50%. And then the stock has to rise back by 100% in order for you just to make your money back. But if you just wait for the right moment and buy the stock at $50, and then the stock goes back to $100, suddenly you made 100% on your investment. So when we're looking at SpaceX right now, we have to look at it from the investor's perspective, not from the perspective that it's a great company that builds great products. And the investor's perspective is basically that SpaceX, like any other company, is a money-making machine. So how much money goes into SpaceX and how much money SpaceX is going to make. And that will determine the valuation of SpaceX. That's how we can value whether at this particular price, a $2 trillion valuation, it's a good investment or a bad investment. So SpaceX in 2025 recorded a revenue of $18 billion, which is a lot of money. But of course, the company is still making a loss because they're now spending so much money on developing their AI. So it was negative $5 billion. This year, they're going public and the revenue projections are about $40 billion. But because their expenses are so huge, there is not going to be any profit, but the company is going to be running a loss. In 2027, the revenue is expected to grow to $60 billion. So it seems like SpaceX is growing at a tremendous speed. And in the best case scenario, the company might break even, or maybe it's also going to be a loss. And the profitability year is most likely going to be 2028. We don't know for a fact, but here's the question. What would justify the company to have a $2 trillion valuation? Now, there are different valuation methods. There's different ways to take a look at the company. And if you're serious about investing in it, you have to look at it from all different perspectives. But for the sake of simplicity, let's just look at a very simple valuation method. Let's assume that the company will have an FCF margin of 25%, which is very, very generous for a company such as SpaceX. I think in the best case scenario, they will have an FCF rate of 15%. But in this case, I want to try everything possible just to justify the $2 trillion valuation. And let's assume that we are going to give it a 20 times multiplier. So if we take $2 trillion, divide that by 20, we are going to have a $100 billion FCF. And because our FCF margin is 25%, then the company has to have a revenue of $400 billion to justify the current valuation. So in 2027, which is next year, the company is expected to make $60 billion. But to justify a $2 trillion valuation, the company has to be making $400 billion with an FCF of 25%, which is insanely high. I'm not saying that SpaceX will never achieve that, but a question is that how long it will take for SpaceX to reach a $400 billion revenue. But let's say, for the sake of simplification, an example, give it a benefit of the doubt. And let's give it a 40 times multiplier, because there are right now tech companies that have a 40 times multiplier. Even at that rate, let's assume that FCF is going to be 20%, which again is very generous for SpaceX. That's probably the best case scenario. But in this video, we are trying to be very optimistic. So if we take $2 trillion, divide that by 40, we are going to have a $50 billion FCF. So because free margin cash flow is 20%, the company has to achieve a $200 billion revenue. But the revenue by the end of the next year is most likely, in the best case scenario, will be $60 billion. So by just looking at these two numbers, without actually considering everything else about the company, you can easily see that a $2 trillion valuation for SpaceX is just insanity. Now, sometime in the future, SpaceX might become ultra profitable. SpaceX might literally dominate the entire world. But if that revenue projection is going to happen 10 years from now, the question comes back to you. Why would you pay $2 trillion for SpaceX when SpaceX will worth $2 trillion only 10 years later, or even 5 years later, when they achieve at least $250 to $500 billion revenue? If that's the case, and SpaceX is too overvalued at $2 trillion or even $1.7 trillion, is Elon Musk insane to offer his stock such a high valuation? Now, let's be honest, SpaceX or Elon Musk is one of the smartest people in the world, and he is probably the most successful entrepreneur in the world. And Elon Musk perfectly understands how the stock market works and how he can force the entire America and even the entire world to invest in SpaceX. If Elon Musk will be able to take his IPO at $1.7 trillion or $1.8 trillion, there are a lot of ETFs who will be forced to invest in SpaceX. Let's take an example of the NASDAQ 100. NASDAQ 100 is an ETF that invests in the largest tech companies, which are the largest 100 tech companies in NASDAQ. And when SpaceX will be listed on the NASDAQ, it is going to be one of the largest companies at $1.8 trillion. So automatically, the company will be part of the ETF, which means that every ETF that invests in the NASDAQ 100 automatically will have to buy the stock. So we're already creating artificial demand for it, whether you like it or not. And if there is so much demand for this stock, the stock is going to keep its price. So, for example, I'm an investor in the NASDAQ 100. So my ETF is simply going to invest in SpaceX, even though that I would personally not invest in the IPO, even though that I would wait for some time before the stock collapses. But NASDAQ 100 is simply one example. We have hundreds of ETFs with valuations worth trillions of dollars, some of them hundreds of billions of dollars individually, and they will have to allocate a few $billion to SpaceX. At the same time, the company will offer only a small amount of shares, $75 billion at $133 per share. So because this is valuation and there's a tiny amount of shares that will be actually sold to investors, there is going to be a competition. At the end of the day, what will determine the price of the stock is supply and demand. And if there is going to be demand for such small amount of share relative to the total value of SpaceX, there is entirely possible that the stock is not going to collapse and there is going to be demand, especially when we said that many ETFs in America will have to buy SpaceX whether they like them or not. And thirdly, there is also going to be the fear of missing out. So pension funds across the globe, ETFs, retail investors, everybody will look at this and they're like, if such a small amount of shares will be offered to investors, maybe this is going to be my only opportunity to invest in it. If you are a huge pension fund and you're like, well, yes, there is a good probability that the stock is going to crash right after that, but there is also a good probability that we won't have another chance to buy the stock. So they would actually go and invest in it. And suddenly that is going to create this environment and this demand for SpaceX, which might actually hold its valuation. But unfortunately, whether you like it or not, SpaceX is simply going to turn into another Tesla. Now, Tesla's valuation is way beyond imagination. Tesla's valuation right now is $1.3 trillion. And that $1.3 trillion is impossible to justify the way that the company is making money right now, its net profits and its revenue projections and the free cash flow that they have. And that's why whenever there is so much hype around it, the stock can rise. And then something happens in the world, like a war in the Middle East or any kind of a crisis, the stock is instantly going to go down. So if you look at the SpaceX or Tesla stock price back at the end of 2021, when the stock market was at all-time high, the price of Tesla was at around $400. Now, today, almost 5 years later, the price of the stock is $418. So if you invested in Tesla back at the end of 2021, when it was its peak, your stock prices have grown by a little over 2%. Do you think it's a good investment when you make 2% on your investment over the last 5 years? If you invested that money in S&P 500 alone, you would have made far more money. So the question I want to ask you, do you want to invest in Tesla at its peak, or you want to wait until the stock crashes and then you buy it at its bottom and then you're going to make money when the stock is going to rise? You see, the next 5 years, there are going to be so many geopolitical events that will turn SpaceX stock into a roller coaster. So you will see the exact same thing is happening with Tesla over the next 5 years. So if you get into IPO right now and there is so much fear of missing out, there is so much FOMO, the stock is going to rise. Yes, you will buy the stock, but trust me, a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, the stock is certainly going to collapse whether you like it or not, and that's when you are going to lose. And that's the time you should actually be buying the stock. Now look at the inflation data. Inflation back in April was 3.8%. We don't have the data for May yet, but it's also going to be around 4%. If the Fed raises the interest rates, then the probability of a stock crash of SpaceX is going to be significantly higher. But because there is so much hype, there is certainly a lot of people who will be buying that stock. And that's exactly what Wall Street wants you to think. Wall Street wants you to get really excited about this IPO. They know that there is going to be a lot of people who will be buying this stock. So in the first day of trading or in the first hour of IPO, the stock could instantly rise dramatically because there is going to be so much hype around it. That's when Wall Street is instantly going to buy the stock, and before the stock collapses, they will sell their stocks, because Wall Street perfectly understands that the current revenue projections for SpaceX is never going to justify that price. So the easiest way for Wall Street to make money is to create this hype and trade money in the short run, maybe within the next few hours or the first few days of IPO, and profit from trading the stock. But if you want to invest in SpaceX as a long-term investor because you want to profit from the stock, then you have to wait until the stock is going to collapse, which is 100% is going to happen. Because I can tell you for a fact that the next 5 years of SpaceX stock is going to look exactly like this. And I would rather actually buy the stock at the bottom rather than at the top. Analyzing stocks, finding great investments is actually pretty simple as long as you have the right skills. So if you want a step-by-step strategy on how to analyze companies, know when to invest in a company, know when to sell the stock, then check out the first link in the description of this video. There we'll find a step-by-step strategy on how you build your investing portfolio, your investing strategy that will take you to financial freedom. The link is in the description of this video.